Hey guys, what is up? How's it going? This is Kazi from cleverprogrammer.com. Sorry about the audio, it was muted. We're gonna try to make sure that we have the right one back, but for now we're gonna work off of this audio. I wanted to go, these are the same problems we were kind of troubleshooting. I wanted to go live for you guys last week, and I apologize not being able to because I was in Colombia, and while the place is really nice, the internet wasn't, at least where I was, and we tried really hard till the last minute, but we just couldn't go live. But here we are. I hope you're excited. Welcome. This is your host for how to earn 1K with Python with our earn while you learn method in less than 90 days, even if you are a complete beginner right now and can't write a single line of code. Whoever is here right now, are you guys excited and ready to start? Let me know in the chat below right now. Hi there, Sultan. Hi, Idris. Hi, William Bohr. Hi, Iram. DW, welcome. Okay, so in about 1 minute, guys, we're gonna get started. I want to give some time to people to jump in, even if they're not in right now. I'm sure everybody's just logging in, but in the meantime, let me ask you, where are you guys calling in from today? Where is everybody in from today? Don't stop checking the mic situation. Nice. Okay, we have Body, we have DSK, Insane FTB. Let's see, we have Jayed Khan, welcome. Fahim Faisal, welcome. All right, guys, again, welcome to how to earn 1K with Python with the earn while you learn method in less than 90 days, even if you're a complete beginner right now and can't write a single line of code. We are going to be getting started very, very shortly, okay? We're going to get started in about 30 seconds. So please kind of take a seat, relax. If you want to grab some water right now, go ahead and do that. But I just want to make sure that everybody is here with us when we start. This is your host, Rafi Kazi, and I actually just flew in from Colombia last night. So it was a really exciting trip. I'll tell you guys about it if we have time at another point, but we're going to stick to this webinar. All right, with that said, we're going to now switch our attention over to my screen so you could pay attention, focus, and get maximum value out of this webinar. All right, so I'm going to switch over to this screen now. Okay, so this is the how to earn 1K with Python with the earn while you learn method in less than 90 days. Again, even if you're a complete beginner right now and you feel like, man, I can't write a single line of code, even if you're intermediate. Okay, so before we start, I want you to turn off everything in the background, okay, like email, Facebook, Netflix, or any other distractions that you might have open. So I'm going to give you a second for you to go ahead and do that. Okay, with that said, I want you to please also go ahead and silence your phone and get ready and excited for this webinar. All right, let's go. Whoops, here we go. All right, so I want you to stick around to the end. You'll get an opportunity to get 2 special bonuses, okay? Bonus number 1 that you'll have the opportunity to get is my $20,173 Craigslist ad swipe copy. Okay, so this is the ad that actually helped me land a client that paid me $20,000 for software development. Bonus number 2 that you're going to have the opportunity to get is the Profitable Programmer Portfolio plus Video Guide. So this is, full-on portfolio made for developers and for Python freelancers, more specifically. And I'll give you not only the actual portfolio, but exactly how I went ahead and made it. All right. But something funny happened to me a few weeks ago, actually, and I ended up making $1,000 by accident. So I want to start off with that story first. I launched my course, The Profitable Programmer, and there were a bunch of people who joined during the webinar, and they wanted to see my $20,173 Craigslist ad swipe copy, right? The thing I just showed you. And so I thought, okay, I'm gonna send this over to you, and to send this over on Craigslist, actual ad, Craigslist actually expires your ad in about 3 days. So I had to reactivate this ad for 3 days. And during those 3 days, what happened was I ended up getting a client just by opening the ad again for the people to see it in the Profitable Programmer group. And I opened it up November 16th. I opened this ad up, and literally the same day on November 16th, at 11 a.m., somebody says, "Hey, I saw your post on Craigslist. I'm planning to da 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 da. But if you pay attention to this, it's like my background is finance, and let me know if you can do this." So basically, he's asking if you can teach me Java or you can work with me. So already, it's like I ended up getting a client, and I'll show you more about this. So who am I? First of all, I'm a goofy kid at heart. I love to play around, do all kinds of crazy adventures. Just came back from Colombia, trekking through a super dangerous Colombian jungle, and there were like vipers, and we had to dodge this other snake that could paralyze for 72 hours. But ultimately, a lot of fun. Went whitewater rafting, super awesome. I'm founder of Clever Programmer, which is the fastest growing coding channel ever. Okay. And we have over 100,000 plus students enrolled in our coding programs, and this happened in less than 1 year. I have been a 6-figure Python freelancer while I was going to community college, and I had a 2.0 GPA, which is not very good if you know anything about GPAs. So I wasn't a good student, but I have discovered a system, and I found out that it works even better for others, and that's what I'm here to share with you today. Now, I discovered this the hard way, but you kind of get to find out about it and cheat and get the easy way. Now, do you want to find out the easy way before I continue? Do you want the easy way that saves you time, money, and frustration and all of that terrible, terrible stuff? Yeah? Okay, good. This is something I tweeted actually a few days ago. I said, why aren't there easier ways to just run your code? This is a serious problem. The barrier of difficulty for beginners is insane. It seems like you have to be a professional programmer to learn how to become a professional programmer. Right? Isn't that pretty freaking crazy? It was driving me nuts, and it always has been. And we even had somebody replying that said, my biggest complaint is that all programming docs seem like they're written by programmers for programmers. And that's really what it is, right? It's like programming, everybody makes it seem so difficult, so hard, that a lot of times we'll quit, or we just feel like we're not cut out for it. So now, in the past, kind of what happened to me was I went through lots of coding resources, but I didn't make much progress. I even remember early 2015, I was working on creating a search engine on Udacity, spent forever. I was like bashing my brain, trying to figure out how to actually do it. And the difficulty curve was insane on this course. So this course, I forget who the teacher was teaching it, but it's a computer science course on Udacity. And initially, like week 1, week 2, you're doing basic things like hello world, for loops. And then like immediately you're thrown into trying to now create a search engine for Google. And they pretty much just handhold you. And I never really felt like I was learning. I just felt like I was copying a tutorial word for word. Now, after trying to learn coding through random online resources for months, like again, I was using resources like Team Treehouse or Codecademy or edX or Coursera or whatever. I spent a long time, but I felt I was like kind of spinning my wheels, right? So I was spending countless hours without making any progress. And has this ever happened to you? Do you ever feel like that? Where you're kind of just spinning in circles? And number two, I didn't learn how to actually get clients from coding or make any money from doing it. Any of you guys here, do you guys feel number two at all? Like you're learning, but why is like you feel like nobody's teaching you how to actually get clients, how to actually get paid from coding? You ever feel that? I know I do. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yep. Okay. Now, number three, I felt completely frustrated. Okay. So not only am I not able to make progress, I feel frustrated. I feel like quitting. I feel not smart enough. I'm like, man, those math classes I missed out in high school, they finally are here to get my ass. Or like I just, should have paid more attention to differential equations, or I don't know. You have all these invisible scripts just like screaming in your head and telling you you're not good enough, you weren't cut out for it. Now, here are 3 secrets I discovered that kind of changed everything for me, and I want to share them with you. So I want you to pay a lot of attention to this. This is very, 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 very important. And have pen, paper, or pencil or something with you to write down throughout this webinar, okay? So I'm going to share with you very powerful resources, very powerful techniques that you can use starting today to start earning an income from coding, become a freelancer, and I don't want you to miss out on them. So please have something with you to write down. With that said, I'm going to continue. Secret number 1, I'll show you my earn while you learn method to become a badass Python developer even when you have no time. Okay, so for me, what was happening was I'm like, man, I really don't have time. How to actually become a good programmer? And I want to share that with you. Secret number 2, I found out that I don't have to be an expert. Being a beginner can actually be even more helpful. Now, how crazy is that? And I'll expand more on that. Secret number 3 is I can become a Python developer or freelancer in less than 3 months without needing to read big fat textbooks or going through hundreds of online resources, courses, or applying to hundreds of places to hopefully get one job. Right? If you map out a journey of a software developer, essentially they went through like 100 different online courses in school. It's pretty random, and then basically they just apply to lots of jobs and they get lucky and they end up landing a job, and most of them don't end up getting lucky, so they switch careers or never become software developers or quit. I don't want it to be like that for you. I want it to be like a system for you that works, it's proven, that's tested, it's step by step. So now let's jump deeper into secret number 1. Okay, so you can be earning an income while learning Python. Plus, you can be earning as much as a full-time programmer. How does that work? Now, that works by you getting Python coaching clients. Because at this point, you're like, okay, Kazi, that's a pretty cool secret, but what the actual hell are coaching clients? I have no idea. Well, cool, that's what I'm here for, so let's get into it. So what are Python coaching clients? These are people who will pay you happily, hourly, to learn Python programming from you, okay? So they know that programming is powerful. They have maybe come across Python and they're looking to learn more. Maybe they already have a job. Maybe they're complete beginners, but they want to pay you to learn from you, even if you're a complete beginner. Okay, now let's go further into this. So before we get into Python coaching clients and all the awesome stuff that happens from that and how it can help you quit your 9 to 5, how it can help you get that freedom you've always wanted, how it can help you save more time, maybe spend more time with your kids if you have kids, whatever it is for you, right? So first, I want to show you why Python, right? Why am I such a big proponent of Python? Well, it's strictly because of business. And I don't really have any built-in love for Python, but it just makes the most sense. So first of all, it's highly paid. The average salary for Python web developers is $117,000 a year. You can also be on the higher range of it. You see it goes all up to $300,000. If you're a quant working at Wall Street, you could be making $500,000. It really depends how skilled you are and where you are, right? If you're average, 117 is not a bad number. And even if you're below average, 84, 70, 60, that's not a bad number per year, right? $60,000 a year. Python is one of the most popular languages. So it's the 9 most in-demand programming languages. And you can see it says Python. And this is a chart for 2017, but this is exactly still the same chart for 2018. Nothing has changed. Python is still continuing to crush it and be incredibly popular. And Python is extremely easy, okay? So the number of top 39 US computer science departments that use each language to teach introductory courses. Now, over on the left-hand side, you'll see Python being taught at most of the introductory courses, whereas Java, MATLAB, C, C++, Scheme, Scratch is progressively less taught. Why? Because one, it's incredibly easy, and that's why they're teaching as an introductory course, because programming is bigger than learning programming languages, right? It's the concepts, the things that you can do with it. A language itself is just a vehicle to share your thoughts. Just like English is a vehicle for me to share my thoughts, my ideas, my emotions, my whatever, with you guys. I'm using English as a vehicle. I could have just been easily as using Chinese or Spanish or Urdu or Hindi, whatever. Python is essentially the same thing, except it's very, very easy. And the US the computer science departments and all the universities are seeing that, hey, this is actually where the trend is heading. That's where all of the job opportunities are going to be. So we need to start teaching people at a younger age, okay? And more competition is not a bad thing. It's a good thing because it just means there's so much of it, right? So when Java exploded, it was because there were so many jobs related to Java. And now Python is exploding because there are so many jobs related to Python, right? Instagram is built off of Python. YouTube, where you might be watching this at some point, is built off of Python. Spotify, where you listen to your music, is built off of Python. Facebook has a bunch of Python in it. Quora is built off of Python. Google is built off of Python. I mean, Python is a powerful, powerful beast. It's not just for introductory courses. Now, how is this secret possible, right? So let's go deeper into that. I can be earning an income while learning Python, plus I can be earning as much as a full-time programmer. How is that possible, Kazi? How can I be a beginner learning Python, be making an income? Doesn't make sense. Cool. Let's do some Python coaching income math. Okay, so let's bring out our bad boy calculator. Let's bring on our Python logo and let's do some money math. Okay, so let's say you have one coaching client that's paying you $400 a month. That's pretty good. And let me break down the math to you, how it works. So this client is paying you $50 an hour, which is actually one of the lowest rates you can charge. Okay, as a Python coach, you can go all the way up to 150. This is just to show you like worst case scenarios. Let's say you're only teaching for 2 hours a week. Okay, so you're only working with the client 2 hours a week. That's it. You're making $100 weekly from just that one client. That's $400 a month. And that's $4,800 in extra cash per year. Now, let me ask you, what could you do with this extra cash? Maybe you could invest in cryptocurrency and lose all your money. Maybe you could get Netflix. Maybe you could pay your home. Maybe you could pay the bills, miscellaneous things like that. Or be buying food for the whole month and just not care. What would you do? For me, I might invest it in, let's say, like my 401k, or I might actually buy some equipment from it or pay some bills. So you can see that as you start thinking about it, right, there are a lot of things that you can actually use this money for. Maybe you can keep saving it up and invest it in a business, whatever. All right, so now let's see, okay, let's say we scale it up and we go to like, okay, we want 4 coaching clients now, right? And now we jump to $1,600 a month. Now this is actually pretty good income. For some of you guys, you can think about actually leaving your current job. So let's say you have 4 coaching clients, okay? $50, $30, $45, $75. All varying rates, still no crazy rates. I've charged upwards of $150 to $300 or more per hour teaching Python. So 50, 30, 45, 75 is nothing out of the ordinary. Even though for you it might sound like, whoa, that's a lot of money. Okay, so let's say you're teaching each client for only 2 hours a week, okay? 2 hours, that's it. 8 hours of your time. That's it, 8 hours a week. Not 10 hours, not 30 hours, not 40 hours, 8 hours. And you're making 400 weekly and you're making 1600 monthly, and that's an extra almost 20K per year. Okay, with 1600, with 20K, you could really be looking to pay your house rent with it. You could really be looking to actually even help out your family members, right? Because ultimately, it's not just about you being able to take care of yourself. You want to have enough for you and for other people around you. So, from me and where I come from, our culture, family is very important. And so, for me, it's a big deal to be able to help out my mom or my dad. And that was initially one of my goals. And then I was able to actually do that. And you will be able to too. I'm going to go into actually how to get a coaching client in a little bit, okay? But I do want you to just follow me along here for a second. So now let's say you have 2 coaching clients and you're working with them 10 hours a week, okay? Now check it out. Now you scale this bad boy up to $5,000 a month with just 2 people. And if with each of those clients you're working for 20 hours total a week, you're making $5,000 a month. And you're making $60,000 a year just from 2 people. That's it. Not in like too many people, right? And think about it. You also have the freedom. You can schedule these sessions whenever you want. You don't have to work a 9 to 5. You're not working 40 hours. You're only working 20 hours. Use that extra time to get either more clients or spend it with your family. You can wake up because you want to, not because you have to. Right? Put your alarm clock for 9 a.m. or have a meeting with the client at 5 p.m. and put your alarm clock for that. Secret number 2, you don't have to be an expert. Being a beginner can be even more helpful. And before I continue, was the last secret helpful to you? Did you find it powerful? Did you find it like kind of eye-opening? Yes? No? Yes. Okay, good. With that said, we're going to jump into secret number 2, okay? So how does that work, Hazi? Why don't I have to be an expert? Why can being a beginner be even more helpful? It doesn't make sense. All right, check this out, okay? So I got a student for, and this is the important part. You definitely want to write these resources I give you because you can start earning an income as soon as you get off this webinar. So have your pen, paper, whatever with you. Maybe you want to write on your leg. I don't care. I don't know. You do you, boo. Let's jump into it. So $35 an hour I made with a student back in 2015 when I just started coding. And this resource I use is called Wise Ant, okay? And here's the proof / picture, whatever. And it was December 13th, Sunday, very, very cold night at 4:30 p.m. I think that the sun is still out. Probably not. In Chicago, in these cold days, sun goes goodbye really early and becomes really dark, really cold. But I got the student online computer programming lesson with Peter K., a college student, and he says, message from student, he said, I need help with a final programming project. And check it out. I didn't have to do anything. I just posted my profile on WiseAnt and then put up a rate for $35 an hour, and I don't have to do any marketing. I don't have to talk to anybody, nothing. If he likes my services, he just finds me and he says, hey, I would like to book a session with you. And all I have to do is just hit confirm this lesson. That's essentially it. That's all the work I have to do. And seeing that he needed help with the final programming project, I was new to coaching and I was like, okay, I'm nervous because I don't know if I'd actually be able to help this student because it sounds like a pretty big project. But here's actually what we ended up doing, okay? So I was pretty nervous going into this session. Didn't know what to expect, didn't know what was going to happen. I thought we were going to be doing some rocket science stuff, but that wasn't the case. His project wasn't as hard as he put in his initial email saying final programming project. We simply had to do for loops, that's all, okay? Nothing crazy. For loops, probably on day 1 of doing Python, you might have gotten introduced to, okay? If you haven't, you'd be able to simply do just YouTube for loops. They're the simplest things to get started with. And I learned that most coaching clients that I had to work with were actually complete beginners. So I didn't have to know much of programming. And why it helped me even more being a beginner is because I could relate with them, right? Have you ever had that happen with you where you got a teacher and he has like 50 years of experience in that one thing, And so when you ask him a question, he just can't even connect with you, right? Does that happen to you guys? That happens to me all the time. Like I'll ask like Professor G, hey, I need help with this chemistry question. Like, do I put this water in this orange thing? And then this dude will look at me dead in the eyes, and then like he'll start going into the history of sound waves, and I'm like, what? What does that have to do with anything, professor? And then one of my colleagues in the class or students in the class, friends, he'll just look at me and be like, yes, dude, it's supposed to go in the orange bottle because like it makes it fizz more, whatever. And my mind is like, wow, that was so much more helpful, thank you, than this dude who started explaining to me about like what goes on with sound waves. So you need to be taught things at the right time, and you need to learn from people who are very at your same level and are relevant, okay? So if you're teaching somebody a complete beginner, all you need to do is just be one step ahead of them. Not 20 years, you don't have to be an expert, okay? Complete myth. Now, you might be wondering, hey, Kazi, that's great. I might be somewhat of a beginner. I maybe have a few months of experience with programming, but that's about it. But I'm curious, where can I get these clients? Is that a thought that's running through your head right now? Yes? Good. So get your pen out and papers out so you can start writing this stuff. All right, so one of the students I got, I'm going to be telling this to you as a story, but also giving you the resources, right? I want you to be able to walk away and be able to earn an income. $50 an hour I got from a student from Craigslist, okay? And this was really awesome. And here's essentially how it worked, okay? So he saw my ad on Craigslist, the same ad that I used to make $20,173 on Craigslist, okay? And I just said, hey, my name is Rafik Kazi. So he replied to me, and then all I said is, my name is Rafik Kazi. Does tomorrow at 9 a.m. work for you over at blank spot? And I look forward to meeting with you, Dan. And he replied to me, and he said, hi, Rafik, 9 a.m. it is. See you then, Dan. That was essentially it. We locked it in at $50 an hour, and then I met him the next day, and every time we would meet, we would do a 3-hour-long session, and just imagine, every time I met him, he would pay me $150, and as a student who was going to college, for me, that was a lot of money. I was like, that's awesome. You could be doing that too, just as easily, okay? Another student I got for $75 an hour. This is a student I got from a website, a service called Take Lessons. Now, don't freak out if you're watching this, you live in India or you live somewhere else, and you're like, hey, Kazi, I can't go to Take Lessons or YZN. Oh, I'm freaking out. Relax. Some of these resources I'm sharing with you are located in US, but resources like Craigslist should still work for you, okay? And all you need to do is not panic and just look up similar resources in your own country. It's not about like the specific website I'm using. This is a system, and you can use it on any website. You can even use this system in real life, okay? So don't freak out just because you don't have the same website and you give up, and yeah, so relax and follow along with me, okay? So again, check it out, okay? So awesome. Imagine imagine, right? You were up last night till like 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. You're maybe talking to your friends on the phone, or you're hanging out with your family, whatever, friends, and you guys were either partying or having a good time or just relaxing, and you go to sleep around 1 or 2 a.m., right? And then you end up waking up at 11 a.m. or 12 p.m., and you wake up and you freak out and you're like, oh my God, I must have missed all my work. But then you realize at 12 p.m. that you don't have work, and you didn't have to actually wear your stupid looking suit, the same suit you would wear at every job. And you didn't have to actually wake up at 8 a.m., get ready, leave there. None of that. You find out, you look at your email, there are no emergency emails, everything is all fine. And all you see at 12 p.m. is one notification that says, congratulations, a new Take Lessons student, Mikhail, has purchased lessons with you. You have 48 hours left to accept, Mikhail. Okay? And now you have this student who's willing to learn from you at the $75 an hour rate that you put up last night just because you were goofing around and didn't even know if somebody was going to actually take you up on it, but they took you up on it, and now all you have to do is say yes, and you get to earn a very awesome income from just one client. Okay, so hopefully that was awesome and helpful for you. Can I move on to secret number 3 and sharing that with you? All right, so let's go. Secret number 3, I can become a Python developer or freelancer in 3 months without needing to read big fat textbooks or going through hundreds of online resources, courses, or applying to hundreds of places to hopefully get one job. That was another big secret that I learned, okay? So now, most people think it's just learning to code for like 10 hours a day and that's how you actually land a job. But that's not the case. It's in reality, it's actually by coaching others. That's the fastest way to your improvement. And you get to work with other clients and get experience under your belt. And then what you can do is you can take their testimonials and actually put it on your portfolio or LinkedIn. And now it doesn't say you had experience flipping burgers at McDonald's and now you're trying to apply at an internship for a computer programming job because they're not going to give it to you. And it's also not like, for all those other jobs, if you ever look at an intern entry level job for programming, it'll say 1 to 2 years of experience. How are you going to get that 1 to 2 years of experience, right? Well, here's one amazing way to do that. This is one secret people don't know about: coaching others. And then you can take their testimonials, put it on your portfolio so people can see, hey, this guy have always been teaching Python or this programming language, and he has experience teaching programming to people, and they have good testimonials. So it seems like he's going to be a great culture fit on our team because he's worked with so many people before, and also he's just going to be great in general because he teaches programming, so he must be good at it. Isn't that cool? I feel like that is very, very cool. All right. Now, why should I get Python coaching clients? You're still not sold and you need a giant bullet point list of why. So let's go. Fastest way to learn coding. Okay, it's the absolute fastest way to improve your skill set. It's the ultimate shortcut to becoming a freelancer or a developer. You don't have to be an expert. You just have to be able to solve other people's problems. You're making an income while you are learning to code. You're getting to work on real-world projects with minimal amount of risk. You're working remotely or in person, so you can work from anywhere you want. And extra time with friends and family. All right. And another big thing is that you kind of get to choose your own hours. And for me, that's really, really, really important. I like to have that freedom, right? So you're making good income. You are free and independent. You can quit your 9 to 5. I think those are pretty good reasons. And you don't need to be smart or have any experience to get started coaching, right? So that's another one that I love. And my proof is like, look, while I was getting those clients and those students, I had a 2.0 GPA in college, and it was working well for me. Like, nobody cared about my GPA in college. Actually, nobody was even asking me where I was going to college. So far, would you agree that this has been time well spent so far? Yes, no, thumbs up, thumbs down. You suck, Kazi. You're awesome, Kazi. Give me something to work with here. Now look, we can't cover everything you need in an hour-long webinar. Actually, we couldn't even cover it if we had all day, right? I have a special offer for you so you can get everything you need to know to crush it. And if you act fast, I'm going to give you a very special deal. Okay? Now, before I continue, I'm going to ask for your permission to share this offer with you, to share this opportunity with you. Can I do that? Okay? And I want to tell you that if you leave the webinar right at this second, you have what you need to actually go and apply this and get clients, okay, and actually start earning a healthy income. But what I have for you is a shortcut that's even way faster. So can I share it with you? Okay, so I got lots of yeses, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. So you'll be thrilled, and I'm going to share this something really cool with you, and I haven't really shared this with anyone except the people who have come to webinars like these. I'm going to introduce to you the Clever Programmer Agency, all right? Now, not only am I going to give you some of this other amazing stuff that I'm going to be showing you in a second, but you're going to be getting to see over my shoulder through my recorded one-on-one sessions with my clients. Would you like to see those sessions, right? How I deal with the clients, how I work with them, exactly the words I use, the phrases I say, and not only to get clients who are there for one time, but actually get recurring clients. I'll give you my exact email templates that I use to land clients. So what are the emails I send them? How do I actually talk with them? And both of these things are each valued at $1,250, right? $1,250. I'm going to give you my word-for-word scripts to close clients, increase your hourly rates, accept these clients, or actually, if you're working with them and you don't like them, you can even fire them. Now again, this is valued at $1,250. Now, you can get access to all of this stuff without having to pay a penny by becoming a member in the Clever Programmer Agency. Now, would you like to find out how you can become a member in this agency? Just to show you, the agency is valued at $3,750. Okay, so here's how I'm going to show you, okay? The way you can become a part of this agency is by jumping into my brand new course called The Profitable Programmer. How to create apps and land your first client with Python in less than 90 days. This is my brand new flagship course that we launched in November, and we've gone tremendous success with it, and I want to give you the opportunity to join it now. Now, what makes this course so different? It's theory versus practicality. Everywhere online, you're looking at theory, a lot of academic crap. I don't waste your time teaching you that, right? Like, for example, I joined a Final Cut Pro course to learn video editing, and the first thing they started talking about were like, it was funny because it was a story I told you earlier. They were talking about sound waves, and I'm like, who cares about that? And a lot of other programming courses, they'll start getting deep into math and all this other stuff, which you actually don't need as a programmer. So I focus on only the practical stuff that lets you land a job in 3 to 6 months. I focus on it being fun, right? So it's not going to be taught to you by somebody who's like this old professor who's only doing this, teaching you this to make some side income. I'm very, very passionate about it. I believe programming has the power to change the world. And that passion is, you'll see it exuding in every single video of mine. So it's fun. And while other courses are focusing on taking money out of your pocket, my course focuses on putting money in your pocket, okay? So it's a lot about getting you clients, getting you to earn an income. The end goal is not for you to learn, because learning plus $2 will almost get you a Starbucks, as Tony Robbins says. My goal is to help you actually earn an income, get clients. Now, the enrollment for this is closing this Thursday, February 8th, midnight at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. All right? So that means about 1 to 2 days, depending on whenever you're watching it, right? Now, here's what you're going to get, okay? So this is what I wanted to share with you. In this course, The Profitable Programmer, week 1, you're going to get the mindset of highly successful developers. And the first week, we're going to cover all the big picture things you need to know to become a badass Python developer. This week is valued at $197. Week 2, you're going to get your Python freelancer portfolio. I'll give you your Python freelancer portfolio and show you how to put it online so anyone in the world can see it. It's valued at $197. Week 3, you're going to get the Python Django blogging app. We'll build your blog plus deploy it online plus put it on your portfolio. This is also $197. Okay, so not only in this course you're going to learn about coaching, which you're going to learn, and how to get clients, but you're actually going to learn a lot more. So if you want to become a freelancer and developer as a next step to coaching, you can totally do that. The total value is $591. Week 4 is going to be to-do list Flask web app. So we'll build a to-do list Flask app using the Flask framework in Python. Plus, we'll deploy it online and put it on your portfolio. This week is valued at $197. Week 5, let's sexify your apps. This week, we'll learn some HTML and CSS, which is called the front end, to make your web apps look really, really juicy. Okay, this week is valued at $197. Week 6, you're going to get the Profitable Programmer Social Media Toolkit. So I'll show you how to set up your GitHub, LinkedIn, and Facebook as a Python developer to get job opportunities and attract clients. And week 7, this is valued at $591. And week 7, which is going to be the week that's probably favorite for most of you guys, is going to be Profit with Python, plus get your first paycheck in 90 days. So now that you're ready, and the last week I'll show you where to get your clients, how to attract them, and build projects for them that they will happily pay you for. Okay, so this week is actually one of the big, most important weeks, and this is valued at $2,997. Now, who has this worked for? Take my student Nazar Mali, and he says, I was working as a freelancer since 2014 before I joined the course. I'm a senior CG generalist, and after taking your course, I took a task that was taking a team in Brazil 7 days to complete, and I automated it with Python in 4 hours. So basically, I made $1,200 in 4 hours. How crazy is that? Would you like to be able to make $1,200 in 4 hours? I know I would. That'd be pretty cool. That's not a bad income at all. And look at that. He got his return on investment pretty much in 4 hours, right? Now, I had 2 choices when I was making this course. First option for me was I could have gone as cheap as possible and tried to sell as many courses as possible, but it wouldn't really incentivize me to really stack the value, right, and add on and give you guys more and more stuff because there would be too many people. My second option, which requires a little higher investment, but in exchange, I can devote more resources to you to virtually guarantee your success if you follow this. Again, check it out. So who has this workforce, right? So here's a Freen Sheikh, who's actually a web developer. So she's actually intermediate/advanced. And she said, I saved my company at least $23,000 with Python after taking Kazi's course by customizing my company's laboratory information management system. Okay, so pretty cool. And if you can save your company $23,000, do you think they can afford to pay you more money? Do you think they can afford to keep you around at their job for longer? Yes, of course, because business is results driven. And look, she got her company an epic result. And here's another one of my students, and she says, before I started your Python course, I had no idea what I was doing with my life. Just after a few months, I was offered an extension on my paid internship where I used Python and Django to build projects. Now I can work remotely and travel while doing what I love. Kitsu Fang. So that is pretty powerful. And I think for you guys, wouldn't it be cool to be able to work remotely, travel, and kind of do what you love, do really impactful things? Okay, so with that said, let's go and move on, right? So either at this point, before I continue, it's going to be money or excuses, and I just like to kind of bring this up a little bit beforehand. Is it going to be, are you going to be focusing on, oh my God, things are really expensive and the money aspect, or are you going to be focusing on making excuses, right? Do you want to make money or do you want to make excuses? Which one is it? Again, just to recap, here's going to be what you're getting so far. Okay, so the profitable programmer modules, you're going to be getting them, and they're valued at $4,179. You're also going to be getting the profitable programmer private Facebook group. So whether you have zero coding skills to when you land a client and need help, we're all here for each other. So let's say that you're about to get a client and you pop up in the group and you're like, hey, I was thinking of charging him $35, but would it be a good idea to charge more? I might jump in, or some other student might jump in, and they'd be like, why are you charging $35? With your skill set for 2 months or 3 months you've spent programming, and what you know, and at this client's level, you could be easily charging them $70 an hour. And you actually put that rate, $70 an hour, and you find out that the client is happily paying you $70 an hour for that. So isn't that super powerful that you just doubled your rate and halved your time you need to actually work with just one single message? Pretty powerful. And now think about having unlimited access to that. You can pop in and ask questions at any time. You need help with contracts. You need help with your profile. Everybody's there to help each other. This group should be valued way, way, way more, but I'm going to say this is valued at $197 at least. And I have a few bonuses for you. Okay, so as if that all wasn't enough, I'm going to be giving you bonus number 1 on how to start your own SaaS company and explode with spending $0 in marketing. Okay, so this is an interview with Amjad Masad. He's a founding engineer of Codecademy. These guys get millions of visitors per month. He's worked at Facebook as a software developer, and he has founded Replit, which is now used by Google, Facebook, UC Berkeley, and Hack Reactor. So this guy built his own company from scratch with $0 in marketing, and he'll show you exactly how to do that in my interview with him. This interview is valued at $497. Bonus number 2 you're going to get is how to become a top Python coach. Now, this is something you might want to do because this whole webinar was on it, right? So how are we going to do that? Well, this is an interview with Jessamine Smith. Who is she? She's one of the top coding mentors on codementor.io, and she's been my personal mentor for a few years. She's a software developer with over 15 years of experience as a Python Django full stack developer. And you'll learn how to get coaching clients, plus how to land work as a Python freelancer from her. Look at her average rating. She's just a badass. She's unbelievable, and she's the perfect person to learn how to do this from, because even if you go there now at codementor.io and you look her up, she's literally one of the best. This interview is valued at $97. So far, just to recap, here's what you're going to be getting. You're getting the profitable programmer modules valued at $4,179. You're getting a clever programmer agency valued at $3,750. That includes all the over-the-shoulders, me with my students, one-on-one, video of us, word-for-word scripts, how to actually land those clients, how do I keep them coming back. You're going to get the profitable programmer private Facebook group, which is valued at $197. You're going to get bonus interview number 1 with Amjad Masad, that shows you how to start your own software as a service company and explode with $0 in marketing for $497. And you get bonus number 2, which is interview with Jessamine Smith on how to become a top Python coach, valued at $97. Total value so far is $8,720. Now, let me ask you, what could this mean for you, right? So let's say that, you have one coaching client who's paying you $50 an hour. Well, over the long run of a year, that's $12,000 a year from just one client. That's pretty crazy. Now, how much would one freelancing client at $50 an hour mean for you, right? So if you're coaching a student, they're probably not going to do that many hours with you, right, every week. But if you're helping out and you have a freelancing client and you're building projects for them in Python, they're going to give you a lot more work every single week, right? And check it out. You're going to be making, from one client, you can be making $24,000 a year at just $50 an hour. Okay, and these are not your 40 hours a week. These are your 5 to 10 hours a week. Average Python web developers makes $117,000 a year, and you get to impact millions of people with the code that you write. That's really powerful. If you were to hire me to walk you through from zero coding skills to web development to helping you get coaching clients to helping you then land freelancing clients, right? That whole journey, that would cost you way more than even $15,000 if you were to hire me. And let me ask you before I continue, what's it worth to you, right? One client. $5,000, $15,000, $25,000 more? How much would you pay to get a client that pays you $5,000 every month? Could you afford to pay me $1,000 a month? Could you afford to pay me $2,000 a month? Could you afford to pay me $4,000 a month if I could get you a client for $5,000 a month? And by month, I meant like, would you pay me a one-time fee of $4,000? I mean, I feel like you might even be happy to pay me a fee of $20,000 if I could get you a client for $5,000 a month, right? You'd break even on the 4th month and you profit at the 5th. So you can see why this is a good deal at $8,720. If I let you get this course right this second at $8,720, which sounds like a lot, but this is actually an amazing deal for you because of the clients you're going to be getting and the return on investment that you're making. Wouldn't you agree? But because you're beautiful and you're special and you're here on this webinar, here is another one of my gifts for you. You can get started now for just $397 today. Not $8,720. You can get started now for $397 today. That's essentially working with the client for just a few hours and you have your money back. So at this point, what I want you to do is click the enroll now button below or sign up here, okay? So you can pay in full plus use PayPal. The link is cleverprogrammer.to/PayPal. And here's how you can do 3 payments of $160 by going to cleverprogrammer.to/go. Now you have 2 choices. First option, you can do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free, by the way. And you can jump off this webinar and try to apply what I've taught you. Second option is you can make this small investment today and compared to all the value you'll get in return and just give it a shot. If it works, great. If it works, great. If not, just ask for your money back and you'll get it. Not a problem. Okay. So I also have 60-day guarantee for you. So if you're still on the fence and you're like, hey, I want some more security, no problem. If you sign up today, 60-day money back guarantee is what you'll get from me. Just show me that you put in the work and I'll give you back your money. No questions asked, no problems, no runarounds, no hassles. Just a courteous and a fast refund. So you can get started now at cleverprogrammer.to/go. And, this is usually what happens. This is actually a tale of 2 people, right? So 2 types of people that come to webinars like these. We have people who are just passive learners who'll show up, just watch, that's it. Won't take any action, won't actually apply what they learned. And then you have people who will show up and crush it. And I feel like those are the people that actually come on webinars like these, right? I feel like those are the people like you and myself. We take action. We make sure that what we learn is not just passive learning. We actually apply it. Now, if you buy this course in the next 30 minutes, I also have a bonus for you, okay? So I'm going to start my handy little timer now. And here's the bonus that you're going to be getting. I'm going to be giving you my $20,173 Craigslist ad swipe copy. Let me show you what to do next. So again, just to talk about this for a second, this is the same exact ad that got me almost all of these clients and also got me a client, a freelancing client that paid me $20,173 in just 2 months actually. So if you get this course now, you're going to get this Craigslist ad, and I'll give it to you. So just this ad alone, think about what it would be worth to you. You can go to this link, cleverprogrammer.to/go. Here's what you need to do. Step 1, once you're on this page, right, you click the enroll now button or whatever there is on this page, and you'll get to this new looking page, okay? All you need to do is put your first name, last name, email address, phone number, credit card, all that good stuff. You could choose to pay with a credit card or PayPal, and I want you to click this button to buy the course, okay? I want to see you inside this course. This is your chance to kind of change your life and jump in this and take a lot of these secrets I've shown you and crush it with them. Step 2, you're going to get a confirmation email with your account information to access the Profitable Programmer course. Step 3, once you're in, I want you to enjoy the welcome aboard section and click the link to join the Profitable Programmer private Facebook group. Step 4, woohoo, my friend, you are in. And I want you to get started now for just $397 today. All right, click the button below or sign up here. The link is cleverprogrammer.to/PayPal to pay in full or pay with PayPal, and you can spread it over also 3 months payment of only $160. Okay, so the timer is running. Make sure if you're gonna join, you join with this timer running so you get my Craigslist ad. Now enrollment does close Thursday, February 8th, midnight, 11:59 Pacific. So in 2 days from now, you don't want to miss this time, because not only will the price go back to $497, what it normally is, because then that's what the normal price is, $497. But I'm also going to be closing the enrollments. So when you see this actually launch you're going to actually see this launch pretty soon, and then the prices are going to be up. Now look, every month we spend money on stupid stuff, right? We'll watch a couple of terrible movies by Michael Bay. We'll go and watch movies like The Shape of Water, which we'll regret, by Guillermo del Toro. He let me down. I'm so disappointed. But we spend money on all kinds of stuff, right? We'll buy popcorn, we'll buy chips, we'll buy Coke, Coca-Cola. And what happens? We look at our bank account, we're down $500, didn't really invest in ourselves in any way, right? So what I'm asking you to do is, hey, take some of that money that you're going to be spending on some other stuff, which sometimes is okay, but I want you to invest it in yourself. Not in liabilities, but in assets. And if you're still on the fence, I have some more bonuses for you. Okay, so bonus number 3, you're going to learn how to start your own Python online brand, okay? This is my interview with Justin Mitchell, who's the CEO of Coding for Entrepreneurs. He's a full-time developer. He's a top Udemy instructor with over 325,000 students enrolled in his courses. And he's a YouTube content creator with over 59,000 subscribers. That's Justin Mitchell, and he's awesome. And this interview is valued at $497. Very, very powerful. Bonus number 4, I'm also going to be giving you the insider's guide to landing a job at a company like EA Games, Microsoft, or even Square. This is my interview with Marius Bulliandra. He's worked at EA Games, Microsoft, and Square, and we break down exactly how you can work at companies like Microsoft starting from 0 coding skills. This is valued at $297. So we literally reverse engineer the process of how he landed those jobs and how you can kind of go back and do the exact same thing step by step. Now, there are tons of free courses online on websites, right? But the problem with them is that there's information versus actionable steps. Out there in the world, there's a lot of information, there's a lot of noise, right? We will switch between Codecademy, Team Treehouse, we'll then go to Coursera for another course, we'll then go to Stack Overflow for some advice, we'll go to HackerRank to solve some coding challenges, we'll go to Project Euler to maybe solve. We're all over the place, but we're not making progress in one direction towards becoming and getting a job, towards getting clients. I want to give you only actionable steps, not blow your brain up with just information, because information alone is not really worth anything. What is worth is practical advice that's applicable right away. That's why in this course we are doing stuff only project based. I'm going to be giving you another bonus if you join now. It's going to be how to become a Python consultant. So this is my interview with Nick Drain. He has worked as a teacher at Full Stack Academy, which is a coding bootcamp. He's a Python consultant. He is my personal mentor. And you'll learn what it takes to be a badass Python consultant when you're ready. So this guy charges upwards of $300 an hour for offering consultation as a Python developer. This interview, it is valued at $297. Bonus number 6 you're going to be getting is how to attract Python clients with Facebook ads. So this is my interview with Billy Bross. He, Teachable, which is a multi-million-dollar company, they rated Billy as #1 recommended Facebook ads expert. And we break down how to set up your Facebook to magnetically attract clients for Python. And we teach you how to do that for free, and you don't have to put any money down. This is just your own Facebook. How can you use that and leverage it to attract clients? And then once you get clients and you're earning an income, with that income, you can reinvest it. So we then also go into Facebook ads if you want to amplify your results with paid traffic. So then Billy and I will jump in, and Billy will show you how can you spend money in Facebook ads to get clients for coaching. This is valued at $1,997. Why is it valued so expensively? Well, because you're literally getting an endless stream of clients from this on autopilot. You're essentially creating your own take lessons, your own Wisant, except, you know, the fee cut they take from you, the 30-40%, they won't even be able to take that because you're pocketing 100% of it because you're getting your own clients. So I want you to get started now for just $397 and join the Profitable Programmer today. Click the button below or sign up here. Okay, so cleverprogrammer.to/PayPal. I want you to jump in right now. And you can also choose the 3 payments of $160 plan. And this is cleverprogrammer.to/go. Okay, whichever one you prefer, not a problem. 20 minutes. You have 20 minutes left, so make sure you join now rather than later, because then you're going to miss out on the window of getting the Craigslist ad swipe copy for 25. So what helped me get $20,000 for just one client, and then I made much more money getting many, many, many other clients from it. So money is a replenishable resource, right? Which is pretty cool. If you spend, let's say, you know, every week, if you get an income every 2 weeks from your job, you could spend that kind of on anything, right? And then 2 weeks later, it's pretty cool. That money replenishes right away. And now you have that money again. Then you go and do whatever you want, spend it on whatever you want. You want to get a couch, you want to get a mouse, you want to get a laptop. And then you come back, and 2 weeks later, the money is back, replenished. But that doesn't happen with time, right? Doesn't that suck? That doesn't actually happen with time? Your time is not replenishable, so when you spend it, it's gone, and you don't get it back. what I'm asking for you to do is take a replenishable resource like money, invest it in this course, in yourself, to get a resource, time, which is not replenishable. I'm going to save you time. I've lost plenty of it, and I don't want you to lose any more of it. Okay, so again, here's a recap of what you're going to be getting. The Profitable Programmer modules, which are valued at $4,179. Profitable Programmer private Facebook group, which is valued at $197. The Clever Programmer agency, which is valued at $3,750. You're also going to be getting my interview with Amjad Massage, which shows you how to start your own SaaS company with $0 in market and explode. This is valued at $497. And you're going to be getting my interview with Jessamine Smith on how to become a top Python coach, which is valued at $97. Bonus number 3 you're going to be getting is my interview with Justin Mitchell on how to start your own online Python brand. This is valued at $497. You're going to be getting my interview with Marius Bouliandra, which is an insider's guide to landing a job at companies like Microsoft, Square, and EA Games. This is valued at $297. You're going to be getting another bonus interview with Nick Drain, who's a top Python consultant. This is valued at $297, and he'll show you how you can charge upwards of $300 an hour. And you're going to be getting bonus interview number 6 with Billy Bross, who's going to show you how to use Facebook to magnetically attract clients to crush it and get new leads, new clients on autopilot. And this is valued at $1,997. Total, we're sitting at $11,808. And you can see why at even $11,808, this is a great, phenomenal deal. So you're also going to be getting the Profitable Programmer Vault, and that's where I'm going to put all of these interviews and everything, right? So all the one-on-one interviews plus bonuses with developers so we have interviews with developers from Google who are using Python every single day. We'll have interviews from developers from Codecademy, Facebook, Replit, founders of coding startups, best Python freelancers, and best Python coaches. So we'll also have interviews with best Python freelancers so you can see how you can become a freelancer. And we'll have interviews with best Python coaches so you can learn how to become a top Python coach. Profitable Programmer Vault will be valued at $5,552 currently, and we're going to actually keep adding more stuff to it. And that's why the price of the course will later be going up as well. Just to recap, you're going to be getting the Profitable Programmer modules, Profitable Programmer private Facebook group, Clever Programmer agency, Profitable Programmer Vault, interview bonuses plus more, and the total value is at $13,678, right? And look, now money is good, and money at the end of the day is just a tool for exchange, right? Money, we use it, and you'll be hungry, so you'll use money to get food. You'll want something done around the house. You'll pay money to get a hammer or a bolt. You can use money to get a laptop. You can use money to travel. It's just a tool for exchange. That's all it is. So right now, you want to learn the skill of programming. You want to get a job as a freelancer. You want to become a Python coach and start earning an income there. You want to be able to quit your 9-to-5 job. You want to be able to have more time for your family. You want to be able to have more time for yourself. You want to be able to work whenever you want. You want to be able to work if you want to, not because you have to. All I'm asking is you give me money and I try to give you all those other things in return, right? It's you investing in yourself. Now, so you can see why so many students are joining and taking advantage of the Profitable Programmer course, right? It's amazing value. If you had to pay $10,000 or $13,000, it would still be totally worth it. Because if from one client or two clients you're making $5,000, $10,000, in just a few months you break even and then you're profiting, right? So even then it's a good deal. So what I want you to do now is not waste any more of your time. Get started now for just $397. We have 15 minutes left before the bonus goes away. Okay, so I do want you to join now so you can get that bonus of the Craigslist ad swipe copy. And you can literally use that Craigslist ad, put it up, and boom, you're off to the races, and you're going to be getting clients from that. The course you can join for $397 right now. Click the button below to sign up, okay? Or just go to this link, cleverprogrammer.to/PayPal. You can also do 3 payments of $160 by going to cleverprogrammer.to/go. Now you have a choice to make. You can do this the slow way or you can do this the fast way. So you can be the developer that charges $30 an hour in 30 years versus $100 an hour in 3 months. Okay, so I actually had a programmer who was coaching me, and I found out that what he was charging hourly at his company was actually $30 an hour. And so I thought, okay, cool, but what's his experience? And so I asked him, and he says, I have 30 years of experience. And I felt really bad because even though I was learning from him, on the side, I was doing programming and coaching and freelancing, and I was charging upwards of $100 an hour, and I only had 3 months of experience at the time. So it's not about your years of experience, it's about how you offer value to people and how relatable you are, and then you learn how to actually charge what you're worth. I'm going to show you that in this course, which you're going to join and get started today on. Okay, so go to this link and join now. And again, this is going to be at $397 only for a limited amount of time. Okay, I don't want you to miss out on this. It's going to be 3 payments of $160. Go to cleverprogrammer.to/go to join. All right. Let's just run through a little FAQ, and then after that, I'm going to jump on a Q&A with you, okay? So are there recorded videos for this course? Yes. You get lifetime access. Am I too old? Am I too young? Am I too dumb? Look, I was going to college. I had 2.0 GPA, so I wasn't very smart. I was dumb. I was also young, right? I was going to college. And am I too old? Well, think about it like this. It took me 3 months to become a software developer. If you have a few months to spare, you can do this. And as a matter of fact, you can get these results in less than 90 days. Okay, for coaching clients, all you need is 30 to 60 days of coding experience, and then you're good to go. Do I need to know math? Absolutely not. You don't need to know any math. You can be completely terrible at math. Do I need to know Python? No, there are no prerequisites for knowing Python. You can jump in as a complete beginner. Do I teach Python in this course? Absolutely. How much coding experience do I need for this course? None. Okay, I want you to get started now at cleverprogrammer.to/PayPal, and here's another thing you can do. So let's say you're broke right now, or maybe your money hasn't been transferred to you from your job. For whatever reason, you need some money, but you don't have it right at this exact second. There's still a way for you to join. You can use PayPal. This is not something I recommend. Like, look, if you're in debt, don't join. But if you have money, but you just don't have it on you, then use this method. So when you go to pay with PayPal, you can choose the option to pay with PayPal credit. It gives you up to 6 months to pay the $397 fee for this course, and it lets you pay with 0% interest. Okay, so no interest if you pay in full in 6 months when you spend $99 or more. That's what they say. And this is what it'll look like. So you'll hit PayPal credit. It'll ask you for something like your social security or whatever. You put that in, and then it just goes, if you have okay credit, it'll say, hey, you're approved for credit. And then it'll say your new credit line is 1,000 or 5,000 or whatever. Again, just a recap of what you're going to be getting. The Profitable Programmer module is valued at $4,179. You're going to be getting the Profitable Programmer private Facebook group, valued at $197. You're going to be getting the Clever Programmer Agency, valued at $3,750. you're going to be getting the Profitable Programmer Vault, interview bonuses plus more at $5,552. Total value is going to be $13,678. But if you get started now, you can get started for just $397. Okay, so click the button below or sign up here. Pay in full or PayPal, cleverprogrammer.to/PayPal, and you have 10 minutes to join. So if you're on the fence, join now so you can at least get the Craigslist ad swipe copy. Very powerful. And you can also choose the 3 payments of $160 by going to cleverprogrammer.to/go. With that said, let's jump into Q&A with Kazi. Woohoo! So now I'm going to stop the screencast. I'll jump on live and I'll take your questions. If you have any, I'll answer them, and then we'll say goodbye and part our own way. Cool? All right, let's do it. So, hey there, beautiful person. I hope you can see me, which you should be able to. And I'm just going to go over, look at the questions, and we're going to go from there. Okay. All right. What are good tutoring platforms? So I've shown you in the webinar the good tutoring platforms: Take Lessons, Wyzant, Craigslist. There are some of them that you can actually use that are going to be pretty good. So this course, you're going to get, I want you to go weekly through it because that's how it's designed, 1 week at a time. Show me good questions. Okay. Which website did I use to start learning? I actually used just a bunch of online different resources, but what helped me the most was actually having my mentor Nick guide me step by step, and that helped me the most to improve my coding skills, to get a job, to know what to charge, things like that. And so essentially what I want to do for you is be a mentor alongside you as you go and trek through this journey. Does that course cover computer architecture, binary, and all of those classics in CS? No. This course is fairly practical. It's designed to help you learn web development. It's designed to help you learn how to get clients, to coach, and to freelance. And that's what the focus is. And I don't do academic stuff. So if you're looking for a substitute for a school class, this is not it. This is for people who are serious about earning an income using Python. Srinavis, welcome to the course. We actually had a bunch of students join the course. Welcome, welcome. Let's see if some of them have actually posted their reasons for joining, which they may or may not have yet. But welcome, Mancan Enterprises. Welcome. Thank you for joining. We have VBias74. Cardius Cannon. Welcome. Brian, welcome to the course. Thank you for joining. And Srinivas, right? That's his name. Srinivas, welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm excited to have you in this course. How soon can I expect to start getting clients with Wyzant? 1 year experience. If you have 1 year of experience, you can get clients in less than 72 hours. Like, you can get clients in 48 hours, 2 days from now. I'm saying this from experience because I had a student, her name was Yangi Zhang, and I actually even had her on one of the earlier webinars. And basically, she watched one of my videos on YouTube, applied it, and applied at Wyzant, and then in 72 hours, she actually had her first. She actually got 2 clients, and she didn't even have any experience with programming. She had about 2 weeks or 3 weeks of experience, and she was able to charge upwards of $75 an hour. So for everybody, it depends. But yeah, it doesn't take long, and there's nothing stopping you from actually applying right now. In the course, I go more into how to apply, what your profile should look like, things like that. How much time do I expect you to put in this course every week? Not more than 3 to 5 hours. That's the time I expect you to put in this course, okay? It's made for people who are busy, who have prior obligations, maybe you have kids. And so I wanted to make sure that it was something that's very easy for you to be able to do. You could take the course at any pace you want. There's no particular pace you have to go at. You can go at your own pace. Though I suggest a pace of here's the module you need to complete in week 1. Here's the module you need to complete in week 2. I give you that. It's suggested and recommended. But let's say you're just sitting there and you're like, I want to do 4 weeks of worth of work in one day or 5 days. It's up to you. You can do that. Mozamma there or whatever says, will you give me a client in 1 month or something like that? No. If you're here because you just want to be handed clients and you don't want to do anything, this course is not for you. So just click off and leave now. But for anybody who's actually like serious and you want to put in the work and you know that it takes time and effort to be able to do this, and you want to invest in yourself, take this chance, jump in, put in the hard work first, and then get the results, then yes, this is a good course for you. It's a step-by-step system for you to get results. But if you're here for looking for certificates, substitute for a college class, or just like looking to be handed clients, like leave now, exit out. Jayet says, I'm not so smart. How long does it take me to learn Python? Give me 1 week, buddy, and you'll learn Python. There's actually a secret week in the course that I haven't even shared on the webinar, but it's week 0, and that's where actually we deep dive into Python. So we'll learn Python first, and then we'll go. I'm also not very smart, but I learned programming, and I believe that you can too. Okay, it's programming doesn't require any level of like intelligence, IQ. It doesn't really have to do with like people always think that it has to do with intelligence. Like people think chess has to do with intelligence, but that's only because in the movies they show that it has to do with intelligence. I'm top 1% in the world for chess. It has nothing to do with intelligence. I just showed up to work in chess every single day, 3 hours a day, nonstop for 4 years, and I became badass at chess. But it's just pattern recognition. And for programming, it's essentially the same way. It's hard work, practice, pattern recognition. What are the prerequisites for this course? None. You can be a complete beginner and take this course. Okay, guys, we have 50 seconds left for you to get the Craigslist ad. If you don't join now, then you won't get my Craigslist ad swipe copy that I use to get multiple clients, to get a client for $20,000. So please, please, please take advantage of it. Don't miss out on that opportunity. And if you're interested, then definitely join now rather than later and miss out on the Craigslist ad. Because with this ad alone, you can actually get clients on autopilot. We have a guest who said, okay, I got my Wyzant set up and I decided to set my rate at $30 an hour. Is this a good starting price? Absolutely. That's a great starting price. Good job. I'm proud of you actually taking action. And that's what I want for you guys. Even if you leave this webinar, you don't join my course, I want you to get value and I want you to get clients outside of it. Then later you could be like, holy crap, I'm already earning an income. I made 500 bucks or 1,000 bucks just taking Kazi's advice. Now, and that was free advice. Now I want to see what's in the paid course, and then you jump in. Okay, so to me, I want you to get incredible amount of value even from the stuff that I don't charge you a cent for. Okay, and I want you to take it and apply it, and maybe then come back when you're ready. If the price of the course goes up, that's okay. Maybe you're okay paying it at a higher price than later, right? Me personally, I like getting results fast when I can get them, so I like to jump in earlier. With that said, the time is up. It started recounting, but I'm just gonna stop the timer because it's supposed to just be stopped, right? So let's do that. Okay, so the time is up for getting the Craigslist ad swipe copy. Okay, Atlas, thank you for the wise and question. That was a great question. Okay, guys, with that said, it looks like I've answered all of your questions. We're not getting any more questions. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you so much for coming to this live webinar. As always, I appreciate you. I really hope that you jump in this course. I'll be sending you emails in the next few days, so keep an eye on your inbox. There are a few more bonuses that I have for you that are absolutely amazing. So if you're still on the fence and think no more, I'll send you those and you can learn more about them. But the opportunity to join this course and the bonuses all evaporate in 2 days. They're gone. Okay, so if you're still deciding, take some time to think about it, right? Maybe you have to talk to somebody, your spouse, your parents, whatever. But February 8th, we are shutting down the doors, and then you won't have a chance to join this course. Okay, so I want you inside. Please definitely join. And with that said, I love your face off, and I'll see you in the next video. And now we're gonna go ahead and close the live stream. Whoosh.